We begin tonight with the latest on the deadly campus shooting at Central Michigan University. A short time ago, news broke that the man accused of shooting his parents at CMU has been charged with 2 counts of open murder. That word comes from university officials tonight. He is also charged with 1 count of felony firearms. Tonight, he remains in the hospital where he was taken after the arrest. Our team is on campus once again tonight. 24-hour News 8's Barton Dieters is in Mount Pleasant. Barton, good evening.
Here at Campbell Hall, the site of where police say the double homicide occurred, is a single bouquet of flowers marking the spot where police say 19-year-old James Eric Davis killed his parents and then fled from here along the railroad tracks. He eluded more than 100 local, state, and federal officers for more than 15 hours, arrested around midnight last night. He's been taken to McLaren Hospital, where police say he's suffering from hypothermia. Today, we learned more about the circumstances surrounding the homicide and the hours before it.
I never envisioned it could happen at Central Michigan University. We are a safe community. We are a safe campus. But yesterday we demonstrated the ability to deal with the inconceivable.
Between 9 a.m. Friday and just after midnight Saturday, the dozens of officers from local, state, and federal agencies searched for James Eric Davis Jr., accused of killing his 47-year-old parents, Diva and James Sr.
One of the employees of that train, one of the operators of that train, noticed a subject standing out near the railroad tracks at 10 after 12 in the morning. Found that suspicious. Within 2 minutes, CMU police officers were on scene, and within a minute after that had the suspect in custody, which put an end to the threat of violence to our community.
It's not clear how he managed to elude that many police for so long, but we did learn more about the suspect's actions in the hours before the homicides. A campus officer at the dorm talked to Davis Jr. after being alerted about a student acting strangely.
He said someone was out to hurt him, someone was going to harm him. And the officer calmed him down and tried to gain more information on what was going on.
The teen was taken to the hospital around 1 o'clock Friday morning until his parents arrived from their home in suburban Chicago to get him. Back at the dorm, the Davis family moved the teen's belongings until a student saw the teen with a gun in his hand walking in the dorm hall. He was not stopped by anyone.
The gun was registered to his father, and that we saw that for sure he came from the parking lot into our residence hall with the gun, and the father was upstairs at that time. All security is a trade-off of taking your freedom or giving your freedoms up to keep you safe. And so we don't dictate those. We try to work with our community to make those reasonable. So I'm not suggesting that going forward we may not do something different.
Here at Campbell Hall, 3 floors below where the homicide happened, is a sign clearly stating that guns are forbidden in the dormitory. Now, the police tell us that they are talking to the suspect in the hospital, but earlier today he wasn't making much sense, but clearly they believe he is sensible enough that they could charge him with these crimes. Tonight we will continue to try to find out more about the circumstances and also about the victims and the suspect in this case. Live in Mount Pleasant, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.